Week 3, Day 15. This is our final week, and I will arrive in Santiago in 8 days. It's starting to hit home as I realize this segment of my journey is coming to an end. The task of waking up each day, preparing for your walk, and getting your day started is challenging, as there have been days I wanted to just stay in bed. The Camino has a way of delivering the message you need to hear if you listen. The last 100 kilometers before arriving in Santiago is busy with pilgrims, so trying to find your quiet time to walk is a challenge for sure. We will be taking the Spritual Variant, where the trail splits just after Pontevedra. I personally am looking forward to the 2 monasteries that I booked, both in Pollo and Armenteria. This was the second Camino for Barb and I, but this was Cheryl's first Camino. In this week's journey, I'm going to add some audio clips of the group reflecting so you can get the feel of what the journey was about. I hope you enjoy, and if you do, please click on that like and subscribe. I'm going to record you. So tell me how you feel, how you really feel.
So glad I'm running up on bed. I'm right down below.
Yeah. This is our first real Camino experience.
It is.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to be fine.
Yeah.
And here we are in our huge room. Barbara's got to get up there. Yeah. Thanks, Barbara.
Well,
I'm the peak.
my van, what I sleep in my van is in the middle of this.
Yeah. Well, what is the Camino, man? Well, one of the reasons I'm doing it, because I'm going to be separate. And I just wanted to experience something so totally different. Never been to Portugal, never been to Spain, hardly drank wine. Anyway.
You don't believe that?
Yeah. I just wanted to experience just something totally different, which I have. Meeting people from all over the world has been so fucking amazing. That has been so much fun for me.
Yeah, it has been.
We
talked about that often.
Yeah.
Who's going to be Cheryl's friend today? Right? We talked about that often.
I have friends from today.
You do?
I do.
Yeah.
I'm really lucky.
Yeah. Take one. Take one.
The reason why I wanted to do this, I enjoyed the first one so much that I wanted to do this and again, but then it was COVID and it was way too long. So then when Donna showed up at my place and I just said, Donna, I really want to do this again. And she really said, let me think about this. But I wanted to experience it.
You before blisters, no.
Nope.
You blistered before?
Nope.
Because the first day this, no?
Often, the last time I did it, I wore sandals because of blisters, but I find it's too hot on my feet with shoes.
See, I know.
This journey for me, because she brought it to my face, right? And I was like, okay, I'll think about it. And then I thought about it, and I did a few walks, and I said, sure, I got this. But I still did not know why I was doing it. And in my journal, I marked down, I want to find my spirituality. Yeah. Have I found it? Not quite sure. I've had moments of spirituality.
And what does that mean? Like, what does that really mean to you?
Yeah.
If you think of spiritual, what does it mean? So I think when you found it, I don't know, walking, I must say, yes, I'm faster, yes, whatever, it doesn't matter. But I really enjoyed walking on my own. Like I'm very active, there's a lot of noise sometimes where I come from, and having this silence. And be able to just not talk if I don't want to, and talk when I do. And that has been the best part. One of the best, besides being with you guys. But the best part is just the quiet and enjoying what's going on around me.
Well, when you say the quiet, and I'll say this because you and I often will stop and let people pass us
Yeah.
because we want the quiet.
Almost 70.
Lady, you deserve credit. And we talked about this earlier. Like, you are so fit. You are so going. You're almost 70 years old in a few months. You deserve credit for where you are in life.
You know, I am who I am.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it, but thank you.
And even though we say to you every morning, take off, get going, do your thing, because we know that's when you're the happiest. It's like, oh, and literally today, so this, you have to laugh at this because we're walking into Santiago and I said, I'm expecting a comment from you in our WhatsApp. It said, we haven't heard from you. I'm expecting a comment that says, I've got my Compostela.
Oh, didn't I say that to you? I said
No, you did. I said it first before you, and then within 5 minutes, you pinged us and said, I've got my Compostela.
What happened to the waiting for us?
What happened to the walking back to meet us and walking into Santiago?
Oh, you know what? I know, but you know what? I just thought, you guys have already done the Camino. It was my first. I just really kind of wanted to do it on my own. It's kind of underwhelming. I walked in on my own, but it was good, but it was underwhelming. I felt the church should be there, and the light should be flashing instead. It was like came inside. It was like, I don't know, hundreds of people that are doing the same thing. It's like a million people. I'm like, oh, underwhelming. I thought I might cry or something.
But no. That's an important point for you and I. We've done a Camino, and we've done an 800-kilometer Camino. This is her first Camino. So we forget about that experience.
Yeah.
And
also, I came the first time over. This is it.
But I remember when you guys went on from Santiago to Finisterre, I so wanted to go, but I didn't have an open ticket. And while you were gone, I was like, oh, I wanted to be so much on that walk.
And it was hard, just the three of us.
Yeah.
Who was there on your our leader? Okay.
Yeah.
And then one other lady and I.
And the thing is, when the three of us had worked on this Camino, we thought, what were we missing in the last Camino? And we really thought long and hard about that. And we made it. So again, the two monasteries, one was more commercialized versus the other. Yeah, they had a crappy meal, but overall the accommodations was great. Yeah. You know, compared to the hostels. It was a short day walking from Pontevedra to Pollo, in a very relaxed walk. We arrived at the monastery, got settled, and then went down to the local bar to have lunch and our usual. We went a little further to get our water for the morning and had our pilgrim dinner at the monastery. It was a different pilgrim meal for me as the menu was set and you didn't get the options to choose like I had in the past. But the dessert was the best part. I have never had a whole peach served on a plate, and Cheryl's peach still had a sticker on it. I don't know why we didn't take a picture. We didn't have a late evening last night, as we had an elevation gain to climb of just over 400 meters today. It was a short walk into town, but the rest of the walk was along a forest road and no places to stop. We met a cyclist who seen our Canadian flags on our backpacks, and he stopped to talk. Turned out that he lived and worked in Ottawa for 16 years before returning to Spain. We chatted for a good 20 minutes, and then he indicated that we were at the top of our climb and it would be downhill to Armenteria. Barb and I would look at each other when we came to yet another hill and laugh. No more hills, they said. All downhill, they said. Once we got closer to Armenteria, the descent became more difficult as you had large rocks to climb down and some steep, rocky paths to manage. But the best part was, when I finished the last leg, I turned to the left and saw the bar that was waiting for us. so I was able to capture Barb's reaction when she saw it. Even the camera has a ray shining for us. This bar was a stopping point for many pilgrims on the spiritual route, some stopping for the evening and others continuing on.
So I walked with them.
There are no words to describe these monasteries. I cannot comprehend some days the age of these structures and the soulful experience I have with these structures. The monastery in Porto was built in the 7th century, and the church was added between the 16th and the 18th century. And the monastery in Armenteria was built over the 12th and 13th centuries, with later construction during the 16th and 18th centuries as well. Later that evening, we had a pilgrim's mass in the evening, and then we headed out for dinner. We were in the waiting area where the coffee is. No water to make hot water. It's instant coffee because the bar down the road that was supposed to be open for 8 is not open. So I'm here with the luggage. Some people are coming and going and touring around and waiting for enough daylight to hit the road. One of the questions I asked the ladies was, is there a moment that stands out to you that was breathtaking? For me, it was this walk from Armentera to Villanosa di Arousa. I hope I'm saying that right. It was the first day of walking by myself on this Camino. This is what I'm walking along. This river with many waterfalls. So almost at the bottom of our descent from the monastery. It was quite beautiful. But you had to be careful walking. A lot of steep areas, climbing through rocks, tree roots, finding your footing. But just listening to the waterfalls all the way down. So this is the path that I'm walking now that I've pretty much completed the descent, and I'm just watching it step on chestnuts because they're pretty prickly. Great day so far. The volunteer hostess at the monastery told me not to walk in the dark as I wanted to leave early. Because it was a beautiful walk, she said. The descent from the monastery with all the waterfalls, the little buildings along the way, the path that followed the river, it was my time alone. This walk was so peaceful, and I had an amazing day, taking on a 24K day that ended up being 26 kilometers. Is there any moment that stands out to you that was like breathtaking?
Good or bad? Look back on my pictures. It's just the ocean. I Good question. There's so many breathtaking moments. It's really hard. And I'd have to look at my pictures because now, after we've been gone for a long time, so I kind of find that the days kind of run together in a way. And then if I have to stop and think, thank God I have a journal. And then I, made my post on my Facebook so I can see.
The food, the food was, because I don't eat seafood or fish or anything like that. So you guys had some what looked like amazing, great meals.
But it still didn't blow me away like I thought it was going to. Like, oh my God, the seafood spectacular. They didn't have fries with every single meal. Like that was the thing. Like really nice roasted vegetables, or you came with a salad. I mean, you had to ask it.
We didn't have a vegetable.
No, I'm just like, oh my gosh. I'm like,
there's no vegetables.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I found the lack of pilgrim meals. I couldn't find them as frequently. Yeah.
Well, we had 3. That one at Poya, that just made me laugh. Oh yeah, okay. You didn't even have any because you didn't like fish, and there was there was nothing. And then I had that peach that rolled around in my thing that still had the tag on it.
I think that's one of our highlights.
I wish I'd
why did we not take a picture of that? That was too funny.
Freaking stick.
I've never.
It's because it's funny.
Yeah.
Which way? It's like a circle.
Yeah, I have never had a peach whole and with the sticker on it, served on a plate. Here's your dessert. But the accommodations I found the accommodations like Hoyle, what did I had looked up? It was something like 800, and it was built in 800 and some.
Yeah.
So it's quite old.
Yeah.
And then Armentia was completely different. It did take on a commercialized vibe. And that's another point about this, because, people think, oh, you went on this great walk, you walked across country, and, and it is a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
You did it. But to get up every day and to be in a great mood every day is a struggle.
It's hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's still pretty good, especially when you don't sleep because people snore. Oh. You know what? So, Gerald. What am I snoring? Yes. Roll over.
And then you record her.
Because you wouldn't believe me.
So I told you, take the pole to bed with you and just poke her with the pole.
You don't have to do that. Oh, I got one more now. Oh, maybe 2, whatever. Yeah, get over it.
But
I'm like, fuck, don't scare me. You might get kept go poop.
So we did accomplish our goal as to the variety of places to stay. We did accomplish that.
You guys did a great job on that.
Tomorrow we will be arriving in Santiago. 22 days since we started walking from Porto. Today especially, the vibe has changed. Seeing pilgrims you haven't seen before and meeting some that you've walked with on a previous day. We did try and stop for lunch, but it literally just closed the kitchen 10 minutes before we arrived. So we continued walking until we came to an albergue and had salads and our usual. But during our lunch, it started to rain. For the final 8 kilometers, we walked in a mix of light and heavy rain, but it was cold, and I looked forward to stopping and having something hot to eat. But the kitchen was closed, so we did the next best thing. A whiskey shot it was.
Cheers, here we go, ladies. Give her. Shoot. So drink, chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug, chug. Oh, good God, Barb, come on.
This is our last night before Santiago.
Exactly.
How do you feel? Freaking awesome.
Exhausted.
Exhausted?
I'm ready.
We just walked. We just walked 8 kilometers in rain, so Barb and I are drenched.
Not me. I'm
No,
done.
speed walker here
Yeah.
is not drenched. Yeah.
What can I say?
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Day 1 to day 22. What's the difference?
I'm finished. I've had the most incredible experience from day one. Not really knowing what to expect, but the challenge, the different scenery, just the highs, the lows, the ups, the downs, the terrain. Oh my God, it's amazing. You know what? I've had a great time. I've had no problems with my feet, but
Yeah.
aches and pains.
Physically, you've been great. Yeah.
I have a few things that ache.
Yeah.
I'm like, however, all part.
Yeah. You are one of the blessed ones as far as physically, nothing has happened. We didn't have a long walk today into Santiago, and I was able to be relaxed and just enjoy the day. I started it off walking with a young man for a good hour and really enjoyed our talk. Once we got closer and could see the cathedral, we had memories of our past Camino. Of course, Cheryl was already there and enjoying her arrival, and she did go and get her Compostela.
Good idea.
Arriving at the cathedral this time, without all the scaffolding in the courtyard, felt different than the last. I think we all had expectations last time it would be an aha moment, and it wasn't. This time it felt like I accomplished the walk, but no aha moment again. I'm not sure what I'm missing, except for the fact I did this walk, went to the pilgrim office for my final stamp, and received my Compostela. So this is before we put our tonic in.
I know. That's a lot.
Here, cheers to us. I
Yes.
gotta tell you,
Cheers, Tess.
Cheers to us.
If you made it this far, salute. We toured the cathedral, did some shopping, laundry, before heading to our 5 o'clock appointment. Watch to the end to see what I did.
con una condición que mi mente sabía tomar con tus ojos cerrados.